My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we're doing an interview with DM's best friends. Now, it's not the first time we've interviewed them. I think we've interviewed them like 5 times before. If you want to look at the rest of them, just go in my interview playlist. There are lots of interviews there. We've interviewed DM's mom, DM's dad, DF's mom, DF's dad, and it doesn't matter if these people are past or are still on the earth plane, right? We're interviewing them anyway because they have knowledge, right? So just to bring you up to speed, this is the feminine energy that's DM's best friend, not necessarily in a female body. The backstory here is, well, the one that we've picked up so far, it could be somebody else today, but I don't think so. This one, they were in love with DM and kind of tried to sabotage your connection, but then they start, then they were in DF's corner, and now I intuitively picked the cards that will represent them today, and the card was a false person. So I feel like this is another kind of assassin happening here, right? So I feel this person has gone back into their usual mode, which is trying to sabotage your connection. I don't know. That's intuitively, this is the card that I picked for them today. This one is DM's masculine friend, not necessarily in a male body. Backstory here is they were actually with the Karmic. They betrayed DM. For some of you guys, they screwed DM over in some sort of financial deal. But now they've been trying their hardest to regain DM's trust. And the card that came up for them today was the official person, which is someone upstanding, doing things by the books, truth and honor. So I don't know. We're going to see how this plays out today. But let me get... Sorry, guys. My glasses are kind of foggy. All right, so maybe somebody's not seeing things clearly yet. Anyways, I'm going to choose a significator for them on camera. So ask in spirit to bring through the messages that we need to hear today. And I'm using the Archetypes and Shadows deck. Energy underneath the deck is Earth Mother. That is beautiful because this talks about a nurturing aspect. It's a protective aspect as well. And it's also speaking about wisdom. Okay, this is the energy that these two, it looks like, are bringing in. Or maybe one of them. I know. All right. Or this usually represents divine feminine in this deck. Well, for me anyways. So maybe they want to tell you something about you, or we have set questions, but I'm gonna let them lead the way, okay? Anyways, let's get a significator. All right, so oh my god, this person's coming through as the Naga. Okay, all right, so, and they are kind of intertwined in vines, like bound. Okay, I feel, and this is signifying the feminine energy, that's DM's best friend. I feel they are kind of in their emotions, in their feels, really, really wound up. Okay, for some of you guys, your divine masculine, I don't know if they led this person on or they kind of got in some sort of entanglement. Okay, this is what it is, and it's an entanglement here. But they're very emotionally entangled with DM, and it looks like now they are making demands. And that's why I said I felt like this is the energy that they were bringing forward. I really felt that. I said, yeah, this is someone, they might have been hiding their feelings before, and I feel like they might have had, it's an entanglement. That's what those vines mean. Okay, I got the message. Right, so they had some sort of entanglement here with this feminine best friend, and now this feminine best friend wants more. Okay, so it looks like they've kind of flipped again, no longer in DF's corner. They want more from the DM, so it's some sort of entanglement. And let's see masculine best friend, the energy that they're coming in with. And we have the prude. Okay, so they're kind of judgy. They're kind of judgy of DM right now because this person is looking at a masculine energy here. Okay, they're disapproving of how DM is conducting something. We're gonna pull some cards here. Okay, look, DM has grapes in his hand. Okay, so they're disapproving. Maybe DM wants to bite some sort of forbidden fruit. They're disapproving of that because they feel things should go by the book. I think this person has very traditional views on certain things. Let's pull some cards and see what it's all about. All right, let's hear about this. Why is this feminine best friend coming off as being entangled? We have the Tower. We have the Four of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune. All right, what am I getting here? I think that DM has gone through some sort of Tower moment. And it's interesting that we would get this Wheel of Fortune card and the Tower during this period of it's Saturn retrograde, right? There's a message here about Saturn. One second. I don't know why I second guess myself. Yes, it's Saturn retrograde, right? Right, so that's when we learn some big ass lessons, right? Okay, so it looks like there's been some sort of massive Tower moment with DM. And DM, I feel like, has withdrawn. And this person is nagging them for attention. This is what I'm getting. It's attention. Nagging them for attention. So I don't know if like DM may have ended another relationship or DM might have lost a job, but there's some sort of big collapse here. They might have even like broken things off with this person here. Yeah, they might have even broken things off with this person here. And this person's really pissed off. Let's see why the masculine friend is coming off as the prude. So it definitely could be that that feminine best friend and DM had a big Tower moment. Why are they coming off as a prude? You're really frustrated with DM. Why? We have Three of Wands reverse. King of Cups. And Five of Wands. I feel like this masculine energy is in your corner, DF. Because in my readings, all upright court cards are divine energies. All right, so they're really frustrated with DM here. Okay, it seems like they know DM is in love with you. Okay, and they keep telling DM like eliminate competition, but it looks like DM keeps partaking from some sort of forbidden fruit, and he's also a statue, so he's not taking action, and this is really frustrating the best friend, because they're like, go for it, but they're standing still one, and they may even be entertaining other persons, and it's kind of pissing the friend off, because the friend is vibrating in the energy of 22, which is master number 22, which is mastering intimate relationships. So I feel like this is why this masculine friend is in your person's life. They're helping DM mature, but it looks like DM is there, a statue, not moving, and also might be sampling some sort of forbidden fruit or doing some sort of thing, something that's a distraction. So they're kind of criticizing DM for that. All right, let's get into the interview. All right, guys, welcome again. And since the last time that we met, tell us about your relationship with DM. How has that been progressing? What's the status of your friendship with DM right now? Because this is going to give us an idea whether we can trust you or not. What's your relationship like with DM right now? All right, we have the sun in reverse. Not so nice, not so happy. Why aren't you happy? Tell us. Tell us what's happening. Why aren't you happy? We have 5 of Swords in reverse. We have the 3 of Swords in reverse. And we have the Star card in reverse. I don't even think I need more cards than that. You want to know what happened? This is what they're saying. You want to know what happened? Let me tell you what happened. DM dropped me like a hot potato. DM dropped me like a hot potato. I am absolutely hurt. I was the one that stood behind DM when they had their arguments with the Karmic. I was the one that comforted him. I was the one that was helping him sort his life out. And he just dropped me like a hot potato. I don't know what happened. I don't know how he could do this to me. I was there for him even at his lowest. And he just left without a word. Without a word. There wasn't even an argument between us. He just left. And what about you, male best friend? Tell us your current relationship with DM. How is that going? So it looks like DM and that female best friend are not speaking. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Don't look like they're doing well either. Tell us what's going on with you and DM. Where does your relationship stand right now? We have 6 of Wands. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I just don't understand him. I really don't. Right now, he's all up in his pride and ego. He's well aware of the truth of the situation. He wants to have this new beginning with you, but I don't know what he's doing. It's like he's pandering for the crowd or something like that. And I'm just fed up of it. We got our relationship back on track. I told him the truth about what happened. We had this new beginning. But now I realize like he's just very egotistical. And he's just living for the limelight. And I'm just fed up of it. I'm just fed up. I'm just fed up. Like, when is he really going to be his true self? When is he going to be his true self? He keeps hiding his innocence. He keeps hiding his vulnerability. He keeps hiding his true self. I can't respect a person like that. Tell us a little bit more about what happened between you and DM. We'll call you Kamisha number 2. Kamisha number 2. Tell us what happened. We have Ace of Swords in reverse. Emperor in reverse. And 5 of Pentacles. I told you nothing happened. Nothing happened. We're just not talking right now. He just left me. He abandoned me. Left me out in the cold. There was absolutely nothing said. I thought he was my emperor, but I'm realizing now that he's just a control freak. Nothing happened. He just left. He just left. I've been calling, he's not answering. I went by his home, he's not opening the door. He just left. Well, that seems very strange. Why would he just leave? Like, were you guys just friends or were you something more? Because that doesn't make sense. You don't just stop talking to your best friend. Tell us what happened. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. The Six of Wands. And the Magician. I told you I don't know what happened. All I know is he went from having no boundaries to being closed off, and he just said he was taking back his power and he just left. We didn't have a fight or anything like that. He just left. Karmic girl, you are not making any sense right now. Why after all your years of friendship would he just leave? 10 of Wands. He said he was fed up. He was tired. 5 of Cups. He needed time to heal his heart. And he needed time to be alone. That's it. I thought you said he didn't say anything. Okay, well, this is what he said. He said he was tired and overwhelmed, that he needed to focus on himself and healing his heart, and that he wanted to be alone. Well, he didn't just leave, right? He said something. Well, he didn't say enough. And you, male best friend, give us a little bit more information on what's happening with him. We have the Moon. I don't know. We have the 4 of Swords in reverse. And the 4 of Cups. To be honest, I really don't know. I am still in the dark as to what's happening here. I do know that he is hurt. I do know that he's depressed at this time, but he's not talking to anyone. Yeah, but if you had to guess, because you've been his friend for a very long time, what is he depressed and hurt about? We have 2 of Wands in reverse. We have the 8 of Cups in reverse. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, what I do know is that he wants to move in a different direction. He wants his life to take a different course. He's told me that he's feeling the call of destiny. He feels like he should be on a different path, but he feels stuck in his circumstances. Okay, what circumstances are those? Nine of Wands. Hierophant. And the Devil in reverse. He feels stuck in a relationship, and he also feels stuck with his family. They are very traditional and they are very judgmental. Now, he wants to get out of this, and he has been standing in his power, but it has been a battle, and he's just tired. I know that. Okay. So you talked about he feels stuck in his circumstance, and he feels stuck with regard to his family. Tell us about his relationship with his family right now. We have Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician, and the Three of Cups in reverse. Well, things have not been going well. You see, his relationship with his family is really hinged on him overgiving and people pleasing. But now that he's not doing that anymore and he's been standing up for himself, things have been really rocky and really dysfunctional. All the addictions, all the dysfunctional behavior, all the toxic family dynamics are coming to the fore. Who would you say is the most toxic person in DM's life right now? Because you talk about toxic dynamics coming to the fore. Who would you say is the most toxic person in DM's life right now? We have Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the Six of Cups in reverse. I really would have to say it would be a toss-up between DM's parents and DM's siblings. I mean, this has been a lifelong tragedy where DM is concerned, and this is the root cause of DM's paranoia and trust issues. They really didn't treat him well, and he never had that stable foundation that allowed him to create harmonious relationships. And I think that's something that he's realizing right now. They just weren't there for him. They weren't there for him. He was never nurtured. He was never cared for. His life was never solid. And this is why he has a hard time manifesting relationships and manifesting situations that are harmonious. Okay. And would you also agree with what he said, Karmic number 2? Temperance. Yes. Nine of Pentacles. And Six of Pentacles. Yes, I would. I would agree with that. DM has been really trying really hard to really get all of his relationships back into balance. And he's realizing that it starts with him. And maybe that is why he felt like he needed time for himself. But I'm his friend. He didn't have to ghost me. He didn't have to ghost me. So I do understand that he has to bring himself back into balance and give to himself in order to feel the stability inside. But he didn't have to ghost me. All right, Karmic number 2. Tell us what's been happening with DM's work life. Do you think his work life played some part in the kind of stress that he's experiencing right now? Whew, shit. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, there's been some big changes happening at work. And he actually got a demotion. When he thought he was going to get promoted, he actually got a demotion. And now this means a drop in finances. And a drop in the amount of money that he has to support himself and to support those that depend on him. So there's additional stress that way. Now, he does love his job. He likes the job that he's doing. It's just that it's not paying enough to support him at this time. And he's thinking of making a career change. A career change. And what would he want to do? What's he thinking of doing? We have the World. That's the entrepreneur. The Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Well, he's thinking of walking away from his current job and doing his own thing. The only problem with that is he's finding it hard to raise the capital needed to support himself and to start this new business. And that's why he also feels stuck there. Okay, I got you. I got you. All right, so commission number 2. Tell us about a little bit about his life with the karmic right now. What's happening there? We have Ace of Wands, taking action. We have Death card in reverse. And we have the Knight of Wands. Well, it keeps going back and forth, back and forth. He wants to transform, and then he also wants to stay where he is. He wants to take action, but he also doesn't want change. So he keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But recently he found out that the karmic was playing him. So that's another reason why things have been kind of upside down. What do you mean the karmic was playing him? We have the 8 of Wands, the Strength card. Yeah, the karmic was playing him. Someone came and told him that. And that's why he wants to take action and stand in his power. But he's pretty devastated with the news. Interesting. Did you hear that as well? Masculine best friend? You heard about that? We have 5 of Pentacles in reverse. We have 4 of Pentacles. And we have the Strength card in reverse. Well, it would make sense because that's the kind of behavior I've been observing. He's been really closed off. He's not been socializing with anyone. He's been really protective. He's not even opening up to me. But when you look at him, he looks defeated. He looks defeated. So I'm not surprised about that. So let me ask you, male best friend, what has he told you about DF? Whoa. We have 7 of Cups in reverse. We have Page of Wands in reverse. And we have the Queen of Wands. Well, he told me that he knows that DF is the one. He told me that. But he doesn't think that he's good enough. DF has everything. She's beautiful. She's sexy. She's powerful. She has her own kingdom. And he is just a Page of Wands in reverse. He doesn't think that he's good enough. And that's why he's also retreated from DF as well. What has he told you, commission number 2, about DF? What has he told you? 3 of Pentacles. Hangman in reverse. And the Knight of Swords. Yes, he told me the same thing, that he wanted to build something with you. He wanted to take action. And that he also wanted to speak some sort of truth to DF. What kind of truth is that? Justice. King of Cups. And the 2 of Wands in reverse, which goes to the Ace of Wands. He wanted to tell her that he's ready to take action. He wanted to tell her about the amount of feelings that he had for her, because he has big love for DF. He may not say it, and he may not be able to express himself as much as DF can express herself. But when it comes to the amount of emotional investment, they are equals. They are equals, and he does want to make things right. And he does want this equitable partnership. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so guys, I'm going to continue this in the extended, right? And in the extended, we're going to look at what do they think about you and DM's relationship. Okay. What advice have they been giving DM about your situation? What has DM told them will be his next moves towards you? And then we're going to look deeper into the karmic relationship, how they feel about the karmic, what's been happening in that connection, what has DM told them about the karmic, what's their opinion of the whole situation, what advice have they been giving him about the karmic, what has his advice has his mother, DM's mother, given him, his father, and then his next move in the karmic situation, okay? But if you can't join me in the extended, let me give you some advice. Let me give you some advice. We have anticipation, so that's about being patient. It's not a card about waiting, but it's a card about patience. All right, what does Spirit want you to know? It says adversity. See the gifts in challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. Okay, so Spirit is saying, all right, maybe you've had a very rocky road with this person, okay? But Spirit is saying it all happened for a reason, and look at how far you have become. It's also the same thing that's happening for your DM right now, okay? They're going through a rocky time, but Spirit is saying when they come out of this, they would have learned a big lesson. And this is all divinely guided, because we see that dolphin there, right? So Spirit is guiding all of this, and it has to unfold as it should, in order for you guys to have a harmonious connection and not a repeat of karmic cycles. Okay, well, so that was your reading. I hope that was helpful.